everybody, Bjorn the Destroyer here, and in today's video we are going to be doing another classic style tier list. Since I just recently did a Hellraiser ranking all the films in the franchise, I thought in today's video I would do another Hellraiser ranking, but I will be ranking every single one of the Cenobites in the Hellraiser franchise, or at least every single one of the Cenobites that happen to be on this tier list. I didn't make it, I just searched it up on Tier Maker, and here it is. I did add some of my own though, because this one was missing all of the Cenobites from the most recent 2022 Hellraiser. So I did do that, but other than that, I really don't know what's on here. I see some duplicates, which we're probably not going to be using, but if you're an OG, you know this video was a long time in the making. So let's hope that a fucking meteor tactical nuke doesn't hit my house before I can get this uploaded. Y'all ain't here for all that though, so let's get started. Starting off, we got Angelique.
It's just a box. Thank God for men of reason.
Now, Angelique, she is one of my favorite Cenobites in the franchise. I think she has one of the coolest looks, and I think that she is objectively one of the most important Cenobites in the franchise. She is the first Cenobite, or one of the first Cenobites. Take a shot every time I say Cenobite. But yeah, I love her. She's an important character. She actually does shit, and she looks really fucking cool. So she's easily going in S tier. I am going to be including the different variants of Pinhead, so that means the different people that have played Pinhead. And so next up, we have Hellraiser Revelations Pinhead.
Debt is outstanding, and we seek payment. No.
And need I say more? Okay, and next up we have one of the Hellraiser 3 Cenobites. We have Barbie. Now, Barbie is a really cool Cenobite. Very cool idea. He's a bartender who breathes fire with his alcohol shaker. I mean, that is pretty cool. And he actually does shit in this movie. He like blows up like 5 cop cars. Like, he goes crazy. Kills a bunch of cops. Walks the streets. Has crazy aura too. Crazy aura. So I'm going to be putting Barbie in... I think we're gonna put Barbie in A tier. Next up, we have Bound, or one of the Bounds. I don't know. There's 2 Bounds, but they look exactly the same, so I'm only gonna be ranking one of them. But Bound, I think, looks pretty cool. I think the concept of his look is very cool. I mean, he's completely bound, can't see, presumably can't hear, can't talk, covered in barbed wire. That's a really cool idea for a Cenobite, but he really doesn't do anything. I think he like chops Lance Hendrickson in half in Hellworld, but that could also be Chatterer. I might be mistaken. But yeah, he doesn't really do much. I know he's also in Deader, but he literally just stands there in Deader. I don't think he does anything but stand in Deader. So, looks cool, doesn't do shit. He's going in C tier. Next up, we have one of the classic original Cenobites. We have Butterball. Now listen, Butterball doesn't really do shit, but he's one of the OGs, he looks cool as hell, and at least he attempts to do shit. He did get like absolutely demolished by some rubble, but you know, A for effort, at least he fucking tried. So we are going to be putting Butterball in A tier. I love Butterball, I think he looks awesome, but of the original 4 Cenobites, he doesn't really do much. Alright, next up we have Pinhead from Hellraiser 2022. I think this is the best iteration of Pinhead since the original, since Doug Bradley's portrayal. It gives very cool, interesting monologues, has a lot of really great, creepy, aura-filled scenes. This Pinhead is everything Pinhead should be, really. It really is. Has the look. The only gripe I have about Pinhead in this movie, and it's the same gripe I have about any any Cenobite from this movie, is they have this weird, like, fully like flesh, like torn flesh look. It's like their flesh was made into their costume, which I don't really like. I much prefer the leather, latex, BDSM look that the original Cenobites have. I think that they look too naked in it, like with the whole getup they have now. So because of that, and because it's not Doug Bradley, it's going in A tier. Still fantastic though. Next up, we have Camera Head.
Ready for your close-up, Joey?
Now, I cannot fucking stand Camera Head. All his one-liners are completely cheesy and annoying. I know some people like cheesy and annoying one-liners, but to me, I only like him if they're done right, and they're definitely not done right with this fucking whack-ass dude. I mean, look at him. Look at him. What the fuck is that? So, yeah, he does do some stuff. I'm pretty sure he has maybe 1 or 2 kills under his belt, which is something for a Cenobite, but he's annoying, and he looks stupid. So, he's going in D tier. Next up, we have Chernard. If we're being objective, I think Chernard, it probably is one of the best, but this is my personal opinion. I can't fucking stand Chernard. He's annoying as hell. He takes out the Cenobites way too easily. I don't like him as a Cenobite. I don't like him as a human. As I said in my ranking, I just am the #1 top tier Chernard hater. Don't like him. So even though he doesn't necessarily look the worst, I mean, he does look a little plain. He does have a giant penis attached to his head. And he does do crazy things. He literally kills the original 4 Cenobites. That's definitely something. For that, I'll put him in C tier just for the objective reasons, but if I were purely ranking off of preference, he'd be F. I'm sorry. Next up, we have the Chatterer Beast, the Chatterer Dog.
Oh my god.
Now, this one doesn't really do much. The Chatterer Dog is like one of the only Cenobites used in Bloodlines until like the last few minutes. Like, he's the only one we see. So actually, now that I'm thinking about it, Chatterer Dog, he do be doing shit. So for that, I think I'm gonna put him in B tier. He looks cool, and he does stuff, but I don't know. I just don't think a dog Cenobite is nearly as scary as any other Cenobite would be. Next up, we have another Cenobite from the 2022 movie, the Asphyx, I think. I think because it's whatever it is, face is completely covered. It's asphyxiating. Yeah, this one is really cool because it's the one that fucking absolutely sprints after everyone. That scene was genuinely shocking because everyone was conditioned to Cenobites just standing there and using nothing but their aura to kill people. This one was like, fuck all that noise, I'm full sprint running at these hoes. So honestly, I think that's pretty cool. So the look, I'm not crazy about the look, to be honest, but I think that one scene is really, really cool, so I'm going to put it in B tier also. Next up, we have the original Chatterer. Now, come on. Come on, Pinhead's Enforcer, the muscle of the group, one of the most iconic, most recognizable looking Cenobites in the entire franchise. Only second to Pinhead in that realm, I think, so I don't think anyone should be able to argue with me about putting him in S tier. Next up, we have Dreamer.
I can dream now, Joey.
From Hellraiser 3. Now, this one, I actually really, really loved her character before she turned into a Cenobite. I don't think she should have been turned into a Cenobite, to be honest. I think she should have just stayed human, and she would have been a lot more likable. But that being said, I think her Cenobite is lame as hell. I don't like her Cenobite. A cigarette in the throat? Come on. That's just a complete ripoff of the female, and a completely less cool ripoff of the female. I don't really like her as a Cenobite, but her character before she was a Cenobite, I do really fuck with. So I think we'll put her in C tier. Next up, we have another Cenobite from Hellraiser 2022. Now, I don't know his name. I know it says it down there, but it's too low quality for me to be able to see.
We're already here.
But doesn't really do much, but he looks cool. So I mean, where do we put a Cenobite that doesn't do literally anything but looks really fucking cool? C tier is acceptable because I think this Cenobite does look really cool. If we get any more Hellraiser movies that connect to that canon, I think that this Cenobite should definitely be included. He doesn't really do anything, so it's hard to rank him, but I will put him at the top of C tier though. Next up, we have the freaky bitches from Hellraiser Judgment who are into vomit play. Now, I don't really care. I don't really care for these ones, like, at all. I think they're weird as shit. I didn't even know they were considered Cenobites. I'm not the one who made this list. If I had made this list, I would not have included them. Yeah, they're kind of lame as shit, so I'm putting them in F tier. Next up, we have the female Cenobite from Hellraiser 2022, or one of them. I think it's called the Gasp, if I'm not wrong.
Save your breath. Full screen.
Other than the Pinhead, I think this is my favorite Cenobite from the Hellraiser 2022. She has some really, really cool lines. She looks really cool. Like I said in my ranking, she's like a mix of Angelique and the female, which I think is really cool. And overall, just a really, really solid Cenobite. Like, no complaints. She does some stuff. She has lines. She looks cool. Just like the complete standard you'd want for a good, scary Cenobite in the Hellraiser franchise. So I think we'll put her in A tier. Next up, we have Chatterer 2, or Chatterer with Eyes. I'm not totally sure if this is the same Chatterer as before. I'm pretty sure the Leviathan gifted the Chatterer eyes in this movie, but I'm not sure. It could also be a completely different Chatterer.
Such a shame.
Same as the original Chatterer, like it's still the same iconic character just with eyes. Now look-wise, I don't think Chatterer is nearly as scary with eyes. I actually think he looks a little goofy. I think he looks a little bit like a gorilla. But other than that, you know, it's still Chatterer, so I can't complain that much. I think I'll put him in B tier. Next up, we have Pinhead from Hellraiser Judgment.
After all, evil seeks evil.
Now, other than Hellraiser 2022 Pinhead, this is the only other decent one. Not great, doesn't really do fuck all in that movie, to be honest, but it's still a decent looking Pinhead nonetheless. The voice isn't that bad, he doesn't look that bad, he actually looks pretty cool. So, yeah, there's not much to go off of with this one because I think of all of the non-Doug Bradley Cenobites, this is the one we got the least. So, I don't know, I think we'll put this one in B tier also. Next up, we have the female.
Not leaving us so soon, are you?
Now, of the original 4 Cenobites, the female is my favorite. I think she looks the coolest, in my opinion, just in my personal taste. She's the only other one that has lines. She's just super, like, creepy and ghastly and ghostly looking. Like, she looks like one of those type of people that have a very calm demeanor, but the second you set them off, you're getting your dick and balls chopped off. So, that being said, S tier for sure. Come on. And next up, come on, we have the original boss bitch right here. We have the original Doug Bradley Pinhead.
Wait. It is not hands that call us. It is desire.
Need I say more? I mean, come on. This is literally the poster boy of the franchise. There is no other Cenobite that could even be compared to him, really. So yeah, we're putting him in S tier, for sure. And then next up we have the big ass baby dude, bitch. I don't fucking know what this thing is called. This is another Judgment Cenobite that I would not have included. Yeah, it's is this even a Cenobite? Because I know that gas mask dude pops out of it. Isn't this just a costume? I don't know. This movie's weird as fuck. I'm putting this one in F tier also. I just can't. I can't get behind that one. Oh, fuck no. And then we have one of my least favorite ones. We have Piston Head. This is the nastiest, like, grossest Cenobite, to be honest. It's not like he's gross in the sense that he's gory, but he's gross in the sense that he's just like a creep. He's nasty. He's like with his fucking tongue out, and he's like all getting horny and turned on by his piston in his head. Fuck that. He's creep. He was a shitty dude before he was a Cenobite, and he's a shitty dude as a Cenobite. So he is going with his camera head friend in D tier. Next up, we have the Mother. from Hellraiser 2022. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest, I didn't even notice this one when I watched the movie. Like, if you would have asked me before this tier list, what did you think of the mother Cenobite, I'd be like, who? What? Yeah. Looks cool now that I'm looking at it, but I don't know if it even has like a minute or like 30 seconds of screen time. So we're putting this one in D tier simply because it's quite literally almost not even a character, not even a Cenobite, because of how little it's used. But it does look decent, but I think of the Cenobites on this list, I think this one has done the least. So yeah, that one's going in D tier. And next up we have 99-cent store pinhead, also from Hellraiser Revelations.
Steven here.
This one is just as bad as the normal pinhead in that movie. Normal, big quotations on that one. Yeah, completely ass fart box on that one. And then we have Chatterer from Hellraiser 2022. Now, I think that this Chatterer is also really cool. This Chatterer chases people like he's a classic, typical slasher from a slasher movie. And yeah, I think of any of the original 4 Cenobites, I think Chatterer would make the most sense to be the one to be chasing people around, because he's the enforcer, the muscle of the group. So I'm not really complaining about that. I know people did complain a lot about that when that movie came out. But yeah, like I said in my ranking, I really don't mind the Cenobites chasing people around as long as Pinhead isn't. And when it comes down to the look, I don't like the look nearly as much as the original Chatterer. Not nearly as much, but it's still Chatterer. He still looks cool, and he chases people. I mean, come on. So I think I'm going to put this Chatterer in A tier as well. Next up, we have CD. Now, I know a lot of people dog on this Cenobite because of how absolutely whack he is. Now, he's whack as shit, but I love it. He has CDs in his face and he kills people by throwing them super hard. That is so fucking stupid, but something about it just clicks for me. Something about Camerahead that's goofy, but dumb as shit. I hate him. CD, also goofy, but I love him. I don't know what makes me love CD more than any of the other ones, but for me personally, he's going in A tier along with his brother Barbie. Okay, next up we have the female Chatterer from Hellraiser Revelations, and listen, it's still a Chatterer, so it's not that bad, but I don't think it's nearly as cool as any other Chatterer before her. Doesn't really do much, doesn't look nearly as cool, it's in the worst movie in the franchise, so yeah, it's not gonna go in F tier because it's not nearly as bad as the 2 Pinheads in that movie, but it's still very, very iffy. Next up, we have, I think this is a wire twin, but just not with the twin. I'm not totally sure. But yeah, I think the wire twins are a lot better when they're twins and not individual. The look, I've never been crazy about either, so I don't know. I think we'll throw this one in C tier as well. Could be a lot worse, but just like, meh, I don't really care. Next up, we have the last Cenobite from Hellraiser 2022. I believe we have the Weeper. Now this one also doesn't do much, but it has a really, really cool scene where it's like connected to these mechanisms that peel his like flesh apart, like his hands in two between his fingers, and then I'm assuming lets him heal just to peel them back apart. Now that is definitely some Pinhead style torture right there. So looks really fucking creepy. I think objectively one of the scariest looking Cenobites, just like when it comes to pure scare factor. Coolness doesn't really have the same coolness as like the top Cenobites, but the scare factor definitely does. I think I'm gonna put this one in B tier. Next up, we have this motherfucker. What the fuck? I completely forgot this thing even existed. What the hell?
All of you!
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
I don't know its name. I don't even know how it's alive. See, I got a comment on my last video that said, oh, you could just kill the Cenobites with a shotgun. Bitch, this thing has a fucking giant gorilla tooth in its head. Don't you think if this thing could get killed by a shotgun, it'd already be dead? what the fuck is this? I don't know. Clearly it's severely underused, but looks cool as shit. I think it's from Deader, if I'm not wrong. I mean, I don't know. I think it's from Deader. Looks cool as shit. Literally never used ever. So I think I'm going to put this one in C tier. I think C tier is gonna be where the ones that look cool as shit but don't do anything are gonna land. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this thing is. This thing has a giant dildo in its head. It doesn't even have eyes. I don't know what this is, but it looks cool as hell. Next up, we have Stitch. Now, I know there is a set of Stitch twins as well. I don't think that one's on this tier list, but it doesn't really make much difference to me, honestly. Stitch, I do like better. I do like the look of Stitch better than the Wire twin, so I think... No, I was gonna say B tier, but I don't even think I care enough to put it in B tier. I think I'll put this one in C tier as well. Next up, we have the Surgeon, I believe. Now, this is like known by Hellraiser fans to be the most misused Cenobite in the franchise because it looks so fucking cool, but literally only couldn't be more than 30 seconds of screen time. Severely underused, barely doesn't do anything. We barely even see it. We see it like through a TV screen. Like, it's just really unfortunate how misused this Cenobite was with how cool it looks. I think I'm gonna put this one in C tier also, but it looks badass. Next we have the gas mask dude that pops out of the big ass baby in Judgment. Listen, I think gas masks are creepy as hell, and I do love the latex look. This one also carves that fat pedophile to shit in that movie, which is cool. So I think for that, I'll also put it in C tier. C tier is getting fucking filled up. I don't know. It's hard to even consider that one a Cenobite because it's literally just a full latex suit with a gas mask, but it's on the list. So next up we have Torso. Now this one is literally just Chatterer, but half a Chatterer. It's literally just half a Chatterer. I don't know what they were thinking. Like, why not just have a normal Chatterer? Why just take Chatterer and cut him in half? I don't fucking know. But pretty creepy nonetheless. Like, I know I'd be scared shitless if I saw that thing crawling towards me, and it still has the same like Chatterer face, so it looks cool. It's a lot paler than normal Chatterer is, so I guess that's a change. Not much to it though. I think it fits really well with the Chatterer Beast. Looks cool, pretty creepy, but just not full upper echelon top tier. So I think I'm gonna put it in B tier. Next up, we have the Bloodline twins. Really cool concept. Doesn't do much of anything, I don't think. They're very stiff also because they're so wide. Close up they look really cool, but I think like in a wide shot they look really fucking weird. They're really like abnormally long. I guess it makes sense because it's two people merged into one. But I don't know, I think it looks a bit awkward. It's still definitely far from the worst. Still, like, close up looks really cool. Also, one of the very few Cenobites we got to see get turned into a Cenobite in real time, so that's pretty cool as well. I think I'm gonna put this one in B tier, too. We have the Auditor from Hellraiser Judgment.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Heavens, no. Same city, completely different zip code.
The best Cenobite in that movie, even better than Pinhead, like, no question, by far. Has the most dialogue. He's, for a Cenobite, he's oddly likable. Like, he's oddly reasonable and witty. Like, he's just a chill-ass dude. Like, I would definitely hang out with this Cenobite. He looks pretty decent for a Cenobite. Like, there's definitely much cooler looking ones, but I think purely for his personality alone, he's going in A tier. I don't think much people could disagree with that. I think it's a general consensus that that's a really cool Cenobite. Okay, we're getting down to the last couple now. We have the Wire twins, I believe. And I think the Wire twins put together, really creepy, really gothic feel. Like, I feel like before these two were Cenobites, they were probably just like two twin goth chicks. That would make a lot of sense. And yeah, really one of the more sensual Cenobites in the entire franchise, with them loving all up on the main character in Inferno and like sticking their hands under his skin and stuff. He seemed to be really liking that shit too. So look cool. They are one of the only Cenobites in that movie that actually does anything. So yeah, I think this pair is going in A tier too. The rest here I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna do the rest here because we have another version of Bound, and then we have 2 more versions of Chatterer. They're literally the exact same as the other Bounds and Chatterers, so there's no point in ranking them. And then we have the Leviathan. The Leviathan I don't think is a Cenobite. It's the ruler of where the Cenobites come from, but I don't think it's a Cenobite itself. And plus, it's literally just a giant version of the puzzle box. So I mean, how can you really rank that? But yeah, those last few we're not gonna rank, but still we're at the end. So now we're gonna do the final ranking. I'm gonna rank all these, and then I will come back and give you guys the final ranking. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have the final ranking here. Starting at the very bottom in F tier, we have the Revelations Pinhead, and then we have the Revelations Pinhead Part 2, and then we have the Vomit Kink Bitches from Judgment, and then we have the Big Ass Baby from Judgment. Then we have Big Ass Creep, Check His Hard Drive, Piston Head from Hellraiser 3, and then we have Female Chatterer from Hellraiser Revelations, then we have Camera Head from Hellraiser 3, then we have the Mother from Hellraiser 2022, and then we have the weird ass gas mask dude from Hellraiser Judgment, then we have the singular wire twin from Hellraiser Deader, I think, and then we have Stitch, then we have Dreamer, then we have Trinard, then we have Bound, then we have the dude with the big ass foreign object in his face. That shit's fucking crazy. Then we have the Surgeon, and then we have the Hollow dude from Hellraiser 2022. Now getting into B tier, we have the Bloodline twins, we have Torso, we have the Weeper, then we have the Chatterer Beast, we have Chatterer with eyes, then we have Judgment Pinhead, and then we have the Asphyx. Now getting into the top 2 tiers, we have the Wire Twins, we have Hellraiser 2022, Chatterer, we have the Gasp, we have the Auditor from Judgment, we have Barbie and CD from 3, then we have Butterball, then we have Hellraiser 2022, Jamie Clayton's Pinhead, and then the very, very top upper echelon, we have Angelique, the original Chatterer, the original Doug Bradley Pinhead, and then for me personally, for personal preference, we have the original female Cenobite. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was a pretty fun video to make, actually. I really enjoy doing rankings. They're fun to film. They're pretty simple to edit, so I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, click all the links. Check out my TikTok, my Instagram, all that jazz. It's linked in my channel bio. It's also linked in the description of every video. And yeah, leave a like. Let me know what other tier lists you'd like to see. And I'm out this bitch. Bye!